Hello again, Scorpios. I hope everyone is doing absolutely amazing. And this is going to be a quick little video, and this is specifically for those who are hurting because I was asked a question here. I got a very sincere, heart touching email. And this is a Scorpio that's dealing with her emotions and questioning basically her worth. You know, a lot of times in these relationships, when they go bad, they really have you questioning every valuable thing about yourself. Isn't that amazing? Isn't it amazing how we somehow give over so much control to another person? We depend on other people to give us what we need in order to make us feel good about ourselves or to be confident. But this queen was talking about how hurt she was because her guy who she was involved with, they had gotten out of contact and then they got back in contact. So she felt like this was the one because she felt that connection. And you feel that connection. See, that's the amazing thing about the spiritual connection, Scorpio. It's because when you first meet that person, oh, that's real. Everything you feel is real. It's so real. It's undeniable. But I actually feel like Scorpios, because of the nurturing, loving energy that Scorpios are built with, this is some type of lesson pertaining to our emotions and how we are to feel. This young lady began to talk about how hurt she is because when she got back in contact with this person here, um, he started seeing other people. You know how things are so good and so blissful in the beginning, but how you get a new toy, a new car, a new something, but as time goes on, the newness starts to wear off and you don't have that new fresh smell. So as time started going on, then she started hearing and seeing lesser and lesser of this person. It went from days at a time, not seeing or talking to him, to weeks, to even months at a time. That same in and out energy. It's like you're deprived of something. It's like she feels like the universe sent this person in her life and just kind of dangled them in her life. You know how you feel. You like, why even bring this person in my life if I can't have them? What is it so bad about me that I can't be happy? So it actually have you questioning your own worth. It's something about how when it seems like you're more in love. And I had a guy actually tell me this, and it it was a shock to me, but it was some real ass shit. This person told me, he said, I know you in love with me. I know you was in love with me. I know that for a fact you was in love with me. And I'm like, really? Well, how did you know that? And y'all, it hurt me. It hurt me. I have to admit, it hurt me, but that was some real shit. He said, because you love me more than I love you. So that's how I know you really love me, because anytime I'm dealing with a person and they love me more than in other words, Scorpio, if you know how you're into a person more than they're into you, so this person pretty much feels like they have the advantage. This person told me this, Scorpio, and I'm like, damn, all this time, Scorpio, I thought this person was in love with me. Oh, shit, forgive me for assuming that this person was in love with me. I mean, he told me he loved me. He put time in it with me like he loved me and all that shit like that. But then, damn, he dropped that bomb like, I know you was in love with me because you loved me more than I loved you. So that was a big ass reality check for my heart, Scorpio, because he really told me something without knowing that he was telling me something. He was telling me that I was putting way too much effort in his punk ass than I should have been putting in him. Real talk. But when your emotions are involved, all logic go out the door. You know this person ain't treating you right. You know they ain't talking right. They ain't showing you shit. Yet you continue to hold on to something that was obviously sent for a reason. This young lady began to talk about the karmic relationships as opposed to twin flames relationships. And it's like she's like, well, I know this is my twin flame, or I know this is my soulmate, but why does it have to hurt so bad? Why is it that I have to sit back and watch the man that I love go off and live happily ever after with someone else, and they receive everything from this man that I love that the man should have been giving me? That's some real shit. Is it fair? So it really had me it had me thinking, because I've always thought this thing, but I brushed it off because ultimately it's like we give so much of our power away. For what? It's like, as a Scorpio, you be in such a hurry to be in love. You know you're highly intuitive, and you know you're touched into your psychic side. You may not pay attention to it, and it costs you in the long run, but it's there for a reason. It was this email was so hard touching, y'all. I had to keep myself from crying because I get that shit. I get it. You know how you're alone? And she was like, damn, I'm sitting here single. I've been single for all these years. You know, when I first met him as a child, when we were teenagers. And so I just felt like, she said, when I met him then, I felt a strong spiritual connection. But then we got out of touch. But then when we got back in touch, it was like we was 15 years later. I'm single. I had to do some healing. I had to mature. So I thought I was ready for this. I was ready for love. I had prepared myself for this love. And then when I finally get this guy back, because I loved him then he comes in and do the unthinkable. She said they went from talking on the phone every day. Can you imagine that? Whoo, talking every day. All day, all night. You know how you constantly put that energy in there and put that energy in there and put that energy in there? I've had to learn, Scorpio. Scorpio, we are absolutely amazing when it comes to patting our mans on the back and lifting their asses up. And a lot of times they're just being selfish. They just coming in to take what they need of you while they go on and they live happy within the energy that you instilled in them. Because if you didn't put it in them, Scorpio, they wouldn't have had it. So it's like, I feel like all these harsh lessons should eventually, hopefully, harden you to the point where you guard your heart with all of your might and your soul. Because you should become stingy with yourself. Because no one deserves to love someone and not be loved back. Now, she invested all this time and energy. They was conversating. They was spending quality time. Everything a relationship consists of when you want to build something here. So if you're putting in this energy, quite naturally, your bond strengthens and it deepens. But how do you nurture a man that you love and you instill all this stuff in there, yet they go to somebody else? So that makes you wonder, damn, were you even serious with me, or were you just using me for what you could get out of me? Sometimes those are the hardest questions to answer, because when you're healing from a heartbreak, especially when you know your person chose someone else over you, that can be the most devastating thing you can ever imagine, because what it's gonna do now is it's really finna take you on a serious mental ride, Scorpio. Because now you're gonna start questioning your worth. Now you're gonna try to figure out, why does he want this person and not want me? What is wrong with me? So my encouragement is, even after all of that, and I'm not even nearly scratching the surface to the gist of what I really feel compelled to say, because sometimes it just seems like words are just not enough, especially when you're hurting. But I feel like sometimes when it seems like your heart is hurting so bad and you can't let go of a situation, then that means that you're really forced to completely let go of that situation. Because how can you ever know if you're really going to find someone special in your life if you don't let go of something old? How are you going to ever find out if you're really going to find real love if you're too busy judging a book by its cover, Scorpio? Because I'm guilty of that. Because it don't look like what we want him to look like. He don't behave like we want him to behave, but he's very respectful. He'll provide for you. He ain't going to cheat on you. He ain't going to put his hands on you. He ain't going to disrespect you. But you'll overlook him and you'll go straight to the one who's going to take your ass through hell. What is that? What is the need? Why do we do that? And it's not just Scorpio, it's just the energy of the world. So it seems like if you loving someone and they're not giving you back the love and the energy and the attention you so justifiably deserve, then some kind of way you're going to have to be able to fight hard enough to pull yourself together enough to move on to better, bigger, and better things. Even if it means with someone who you wouldn't even ordinarily choose. Now that's a big step for a lot of people, because everybody want what they want. But let's just say, what if you're not going to get your person back? What are you prepared to do then? If your person keeps on running from you, keeps rejecting you, and every time you do talk to this person, you're going to end up feeling worse than you did before you talked to them, then what's the use? Do you want that back, Scorpio? So I don't feel like Scorpios really want that back. I just feel like Scorpios want to be at a place where they are at peace. They're good. They're confident that they're not emotionally destroyed by all of the bullshit from these past relationships. It seems like you have to fight someone just to love them, Scorpio. Ain't that some shit? You actually have to fight someone just to love them. And it's so amazing how the very one that you fight to give your love to doesn't want that love, Scorpio, but they'll take that same love and go give it to somebody else. But at the same time, Scorpio, it's somebody else that's waiting out there that would love to treat you like the queen that you are, and you won't even give that person a second look. Meanwhile, you're alone, you're hurting, you're steady crying out for the universe to send you someone. Healing takes time. Healing takes time. All I can say is healing takes time. It takes a lot of time. But please don't allow heartbreak to close your heart and close your energy off from something amazing happening, because it can do that. You can totally shut your emotions down where you're just hopeless in love. And that will bring everything around you down, because that is such a dark, hurtful, isolated energy to be in. Who wants to feel like they're not good enough? Why torture yourself like that? Because just because some fuckboy didn't appreciate and value you does not make it true. So that means you have to really convince yourself that you're not what you've been through. That is not the thing that validates you. It's just a part of your life. It seems so unfair. And then, she made the statement of saying it's not fair. It's like I'm the one left hurting, but I have to watch my person go off with another woman. And it seemed like they live happy, they do good, and all those things like that. It's just not fair. So that shows that the focus is so intent on all of the negatives about this, because that's all that you receive from it. Meanwhile, like you said, they going out being happy, they doing their thing, but you left here feeling like, like you don't nobody love you. We gotta fight, man. I would rather take casualties of war than to fall out defeated in relationships. I refuse to be. If I have to adopt the energy that I just don't give a fuck, then so be it. And I'm saying that because it's useless now. It's like it's not a fair game anymore, because you're not going to meet people. You're not going to meet the real people now. People too busy hiding shit now, because no one wants to make a choice. They want to have who they got, and they want you too. And it's not fair. Seem like if they meet you, they just going to say, well, look, I got what I got. Whatever you got, say what you got. Settling. Are we settling, Scorpios? I'm just saying, you think you're settling because, real talk, Scorpio, when you first meet someone, sometimes you can be deceived. You can be. But a lot of times when you actually see that devil come at you and you still move forward with that person, it's something about our perception then. What the song say, you can't raise a man. He already raised whether it's been raised correctly or incorrectly, he is what he is. Listen to the lyrics. Look at the energy in the world. The men are not exalting the women anymore. They're defiling women. They don't even respect women like they did back in the day. At least they're not talking like they do. All they talk about women is like women are nothing but sex. That's it. They describe women as nothing but a sex object, while they get a homeboys all the glory and the praise and all of the materialistic bullshit of this world. It's something wrong. How are you going to attract something good when the energy revolving around everything is so contaminated with filth? So if you got looseness all over, where's the moral people at? Are there any moral men? Are there any real moral men out here? I'm just saying, I know it's got to be. Surely there's got to be, because I feel like I'm a decent woman. I know a lot of you Scorpios are. It don't even mean that you're attracting the bad things. Sometimes, Scorpio, you just got motherfuckers out here searching are nothing but predators looking for another victim. They don't want to bring nothing to your life but chaos. Sometimes they look upon a sweet, loving, gentle energy like Scorpio, and they swear up and down you weak. But they just don't know how blessed they really are to have a Scorpio. I just want to encourage everyone. If you find yourself longing for someone who is not even thinking about you, and I hate to be real about it, but that's just real talk, you're going to have to find a way to get this shit out of you, because that's not fair. This person, anything that brings sadness to your heart, you should not even give it the time of day, even if it's just thinking. Why even think about someone that doesn't even think about you, or someone who's not even putting in that effort with you, Scorpio. This type of heartbreak, Scorpio, it takes a while to heal because it's such a intense spiritual connection because it's a contract. Now, it depends on what cycle you're in. It could be a karmic contract, some type of lesson, something that you need that you're constantly triggering in this person because they need to be aware of it, or something this person is triggering in you because I didn't know that I was fucked up, Scorpio. Now, I'm not saying I wasn't justified in feeling the way I did towards my exes, but I really had to look at myself, man, and that was a serious wake-up call. Because like I said, I was terrorizing these men. But it's because I didn't understand love. I didn't understand it. I didn't understand how love could hurt so bad, but everyone is so in love with it. You know, you love is supposed to be something that you reverence, you know, you admire, you exalt, you know, you just you glory in it. But if you look at love, it brings so much sorrow and so much pain. Why is that? Because I feel like ultimately everything here is just for a lesson. It may be a hard lesson, but is it really? So my encouraging words to you would be, my queen that is hurting. And I know you've heard it before because weeping does endure for a night, but joy does come in the morning eventually. Sometimes you have to fight for yourself. You know how you fight for your guy who is not around, who doesn't even deserve you. You have to fight for your own self because you are so worth it. It's something about empowering yourself once you come out of the energy of the old fuckboy ex. As long as that old ex energy is lingering over you, there'll always be some type of shadow casting over you with some type of trust issues or some type of doubt. And that's not the way to live. That blocks things. It's time to be more open, you know, be more open because I feel like, you know, we when we're hurt as Scorpios, we don't like to give in. And plus that, once we put our minds on somebody, that's it. We don't want nobody else. And that's bullshit. Because what if that person was only sit there just for a lesson? It's so many people in this world. It's so many people in this world. Surely there is one person specifically for you. Surely it is. You may have to clean house and get rid of all of the cobwebs, all of the funky ass energy of your ex, all of the lies, all of the deceit, all of the betrayal, all of the backstab, all of that shit, and let that bum take that shit with him. That's not your burden to carry anymore, Scorpio. You felt that shit when it first happened, didn't you? So you mean to tell me what, this is a life sentence? That's bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna live the rest of their life over some punk ass shit that you ain't even with this person now. So they're just saying, Scorpio, that there's a season to weep. There's a season under the sun for everything. So if you've already given years and time and energy into crying your heart out because you're hurt, it's time to wipe your tears, Scorpio, and stand in your power and do what it takes to get you to a place where you're good. I guarantee you shit will turn around. Things will turn around when you say they're going to turn around, Scorpio. Because guess what, Scorpio? Your ex ain't got no control over you or this situation, Scorpio. You do, but you have to know that you do, Scorpio. You can't make changes if you're not confident, Scorpio. You make up in your mind that enough is enough. You don't want your ex back. You don't want this bullshit energy because it's not fair. You don't want it. You denounce it and you clean house. And you take the time that is necessary for you to heal. You forgive and you release it. I don't give a damn what you got to do. You have to do it, Scorpio, because you deserve it. And I guarantee you, you will always come out on top, Scorpio, because that's what we do. We transform, Scorpio. We're always transforming. So although you may be hurting now, you're only transforming, Scorpio, into something much, much better and a whole lot stronger. So when the next time come along, you'll be more prepared, Scorpio. You'll be more prepared, Scorpio, and you won't jump hard in first. You won't. You'll keep your guards up a little bit. You'll start being selfish about everything about you. You'll make that, I tell you what, that dude will have to come in there and show me everything. Because who can't talk a good talk? Talking is over now, ain't it, Scorpio? Person has to show you. Because love doesn't mean anything if you haven't already started showing a person you love them. So if you can't find the right person to love you, Scorpio, and you still hurting from old past shit and old rejection, it's time to clean that shit off of you. Dust that funky ass shit off of you. That's not for you. Don't keep your ex's dirt on you. You dust that shit right on back in they direction and you keep it pushing. You keep it pushing. The bigger and better things for Scorpio, and bigger and better things are coming to you, Scorpio. It's just going to take some time. But don't worry about your ex. Don't even get no ex, no energy. Don't do a reading for no ex. I repeat, stop asking for personal readings about an ex. If you want new love, why you keep checking on your old love? Because guess what? That old love gonna keep on showing up. How you gonna get your new love and you keep checking on your old love? Is your old love checking on you? No, they ain't checking on you. They on to the next 2 or 3 or 4. They probably don't. I'm not gonna say they totally don't are not thinking about you, Scorpio. But I tell you what, Scorpio, men are a lot like women. Because they want the women who reject them. They don't want no loving ass Scorpio who gonna love them and just work with them and nurture with them. They don't want the love like that. They want somebody who gonna diss their ass, give them the runaround, block their ass, not answer their calls, fuck 2 or 3 other different people. That's what they want. Ain't that messed up? But that's exactly what the men want because they have good women that they mistreat. So what do? We do the same damn thing too, Scorpio. We'll have some good loving man who's willing to show you, have already showed you, but what you'll do, you'll say, well, his dick too little. He ain't got enough money. He broke. He smack. He ugly. We're coming with every excuse why we won't receive the gift that the universe has sent our way because we've been manifesting it, Scorpio. So now it's really judgment. What do you proclaim over your life, Scorpio? Because you can have what you say, Scorpio. What do you say? What does Scorpio say? What does Scorpio say? Scorpio, you can have what you say, Scorpio. So from now on, Queen, instead of claiming heartache and pain, start claiming victory. Change your words now because you're discarding that old shit. Start claiming victory. Start claiming happiness. Start claiming abundance. Start claiming new love. That's what you start doing. Stop giving that ex more credit than they fucking deserve. Half of their ass wasn't shit any fucking way if you really want to keep it real. We just made their ass special. Okay? Shit, the sex really wasn't all that. And let's not even talk about the head. The head game was whack as hell. But because you was in love with his ass, you let that shit slide. You hear me, Scorpio? I love you, Scorpios. I love you guys so much. I understand your pain, but let's turn that pain into victory. We're not victims. Can't nobody victimize a Scorpio unless Scorpio lay down and play dead. Scorpio is a fighter by nature. Scorpio, you're built for this. You're built for this, Scorpio. Every time you break apart, you always come back even better, honey. That's that tower energy. Nothing can stop you, Scorpio, but yourself. So let's all agree, Scorpios, that if you don't want your old ass abusive, not even it could be emotionally abusive ex back, then we're not gonna pull ex energy. Let's even if you do your readings, and I can't tell you what to do your readings for, but if every time you think about your ex, it brings you heartache and pain, then why in the world would you keep on wanting to pull the same old cards to get the same heartbreaking message? That's self-torture. You take control over that. Don't go looking for Scorpio. It's one thing if it comes to you, but you don't go looking for that. You said how you want your shit to go. You be the magician of your life. You direct your path on how you want how you want your story to end, Scorpio. Because although the beginning may have been rocky, the ending can be blissful for you, Scorpio. And you know what, Scorpio? A lot of you Scorpios can get your exes back, and a lot of you Scorpios will get your exes back, but you're going to have to do a complete transformation in your energy. You're going to have to not be the same loving, giving, emotional Scorpio now, because it seems like people don't like loving people. I guess that shit must have went out in the 80s or some shit, and I didn't know it, but don't nobody want no loving person that's chasing them and trying to love them now. They want you to run from them, Scorpio. So if they want you to run from them, then make their ass chase you, Scorpio. Make them chase you, Scorpio. Make them earn your love, Scorpio, because your love is priceless, Scorpio. And think about how it makes you feel when it ends in disappointment. That'll stop you from moving too quick when you make them chase you, Scorpio. I don't give a damn how lonely you get. If you was already alone before you met a new one, take your time with it. A little bit longer ain't gonna make the difference. It's gonna make the difference for you, Scorpio, because you're gonna really get a chance to see who you're actually involved with. If this person can't wait to hurry up and screw you, and then they ain't got time for it, just check their conversations out. They may not even be worth your time and energy anyway, Scorpio. You give them time enough to be around them before intimacy, and you're going to see a lot of them, their real them is going to come out, because they're going to start getting comfortable. Then you can decide whether or not this person is worthy enough to remain in your life, Scorpio. Scorpio, we're not being chosen anymore. We're choosing. Remember that. You don't get chosen, Scorpio. You choose. You choose who you want to be with. Don't nobody choose you, Scorpio. Scorpio, I love you so much, and I hope this video encourages you. I am so for you, Scorpio. I am rooting for us all. We're all on this journey, man. This journey called life and dealing with love, man. Isn't love so peculiar? How can love have you questioning your worth? How can love have you hurting so bad where you don't even feel like you need to get up and do nothing? You don't want to see nobody. You don't want nobody to see you. Man, fuck that. I'm not giving in to that. No. Don't ever do that. And I know it takes time, but at least try, Scorpio. Don't let no man steal your joy. All right, Scorpio. Scorpio, I love you so much. I know this is a last minute video, but like I said, I feel so compelled to drop this video because it's real. It's real, man. This is real. And a lot of times you feel so isolated and so alone. You feel like no one understands you, and you don't want to tell nobody you in love with somebody and they with somebody else. That's the type of shit you don't want to tell nobody. And Scorpios are secretive any damn way. They tend to stay to themselves and just deal with the shit. But sometimes, Scorpio, just sometimes you need to talk to someone. You need a unjudgmental, unbiased opinion here. You need some real encouragement here. So Scorpio, I love you guys. You guys have an awesome, awesome weekend, Scorpio. And I'll talk to you on the next video, Scorpio. I'll talk to you later, Scorpio. Bye.